What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Lovers and Company. I am Ken if you are new. And if you're not new, hey, what's up? Welcome back. So it's been a little bit over the time that I would like when it comes to filming a video and the frequency in which I would like to upload on this channel. Bear with me. I'm sorry, this is just gonna be one of those things where you guys are gonna grow with me, and I hope if you're here and if you subscribe, that means you're already okay with that. And I love you and appreciate you already. So today, we're back with another writing vlog. I have started another project. Honestly, I'm trying. And I know what you're thinking, Kendall, what happened to the last one? Nothing. Nothing happened. I just can't seem to stick to anything ever.
Let's just laugh at him now.
But I'm dedicating myself to fixing that. I promise you I am. And I'm gonna show you guys how dedicated I am. So we are going to take a look at my planning spreadsheet or progress spreadsheet that I've made. Well, I kind of like adapted a template, and I'm going to, I can't think of her name, oh my gosh. Her first name's Hannah. I'm gonna plug her information once I can find it. I probably should have looked at that before I made this video, but we're in the business of being authentic, and I authentically don't always prepare for stuff before I do it. Let me get this spreadsheet pulled up. It is a writing tracker for my current project. I'm gonna be tracking my word count every single week. My total word count goal for the first draft of this is 80,000 words. What this spreadsheet does is it tracks your weekly word count, your total word count, and like your rate in which you are actually writing the book, so you can really see those trends for yourself. I need to think this way. I need to think this way. I'm pretty sure my brain doesn't operate any other way. And without being able to actually see my progress, it feels like I'm not making any. So what we have here is weeks 1 through 30, which it was originally the birthday book writing challenge. And when I had originally started this a couple months back, it would have had me finishing my book around October, around my birthday, like a couple weeks into November. However, that didn't go well. I once again rushed my writing process and just dove straight in without any preparation. And while I'm a pantser and a part of me needs to discovery write, I just know that that's not gonna work for me in the long run. I'm noticing a trend where I just start projects and don't finish them. So this is me discovering what my writing process is gonna be like. I've chosen, I don't wanna call it a simpler project because I don't think of it as simple. I think of each of my projects just as difficult. Writing a book is so hard no matter the genre. But I'd like to say that this is a little bit of it's a less of a mental workload. I am working on a contemporary romance. Black love is a prevalent, and I mean prevalent, thing in this one. Just because I'm so sick of the struggle love that surrounds Black characters and the love they get to experience in the media and in literature. I just want to add to the good love stories and the feel goods. And while every single moment in this won't feel good, it is super important that we see those sort of things in our media and read them in our literature. I am going to sprinkle a little bit of Ken in the world. By writing this, I will be doing that. So I started this yesterday. Like, I amended the spreadsheet and made whatever little tweaks. I changed it to the color and vibes of my current project, which you don't have to do by any means, but it makes my heart happy. The 16th is, that's not what that says. The dates that we have here are June 13th through all the way to January 2nd of 2027. That's 30 weeks, which, everybody calm down.
Absolutely. Why did you work for him? Savannah, slow down.
I plan to get this done before that because the rate in which I've already been writing, I already started, but the rate in which I've already been writing is faster than 1,000 to 3,000 words a week, I'm absolutely going to hit that goal. And I've already have 1,000 words in the draft as we speak. I'm super excited. I'm diving into a genre I've never done before. I've definitely written literary fiction, but I was like a child. I want to say like 13. I have finished books from when I was a kid, but they were in like college ruled notebooks, have no clue where those are. And it was never actually, it wasn't a full like novel. Like every page would be a chapter, which I mean, I feel like it counts. It counts because I was so young. You know what I'm saying? Like not a lot of people are like, I want to write a book when they're like 10, you know? So I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that. But other than that, this will be my first time diving into this genre. I've done so much research. And I have decided to base it off of my hometown. I'm making up street names and making up locations because I just don't want it to be like I'm literally writing about home, because while I love my city, I don't want my escape to also be my city. So I made it different enough to where I'm like, I absolutely love this. I'm in La La Land. Oh my gosh. You know, that's the type of feel that I wanted to have and create. And I'm super excited. I hope you're excited. And I'm gonna be bringing you guys along for the ride. So here you will see that total word count that I've put here of 80,000. And this says 0 because I have yet to update it, but I promise I will once I actually see what I could get into by the 20th next week. And actually, if you guys want this link, I will reach out to the creator of this and see if I can tag her and tag you guys see if I can tag her, and you can honestly like give her credit and join in to her little challenge. She has a couple of links on here that are like more provided guidance. So she has an actual workbook where you can use a secret code to save 25% off. So if you guys want that, I'm gonna reach out to her and see if that's something that she would be okay with me sharing with you all. And you can adapt this, just make a copy of it, and then you can adapt this all you want. Like it'll be completely yours. And that's the point here. So if you're a type A person like me, when it comes to needing to accomplish tasks and it having to be done a certain way, this is absolutely perfect. I'm telling you, this spreadsheet will change your life. Let's get into the vibes of this project. I'm telling you guys, Pinterest is just that girl. I don't know. I will say I'm so annoyed with all the AI. And honestly, you can tell Pinterest I said that. I've had enough. I just think this space isn't for that. And it's super irritating to have to sift through the BS to get to the stuff that's good, that you actually want to see. This board has 100 pins. I will say some of the things on this board are for future books, because I do imagine this being kind of like a little contemporary romance cinematic universe where like you meet one character and then they get their own book and they get their own love story, and they will all be people of color or Black love stories. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. I know for a fact my air is about to start up being irritating, so I'm really sorry if you guys hear that in the background. I do not have my official recording set up yet. I just kind of put my phone somewhere and talk. So it's gonna be a learning curve for everybody, and I just want you guys to be patient. I am not gonna lie, I put a lot of light academia, dark academia, natural hair, and just Black people living their lives. I wanted to show like we are so much more than those struggle stories and we came from the projects, and because one, not all of us lived that way. Let's start there, even though there are so many of us that did, and those stories absolutely 110% deserve a space. But it's also, I feel like, permeating the media in a way that makes it look like that's all we are. We have so much nuance to us. We have so much flow and history, and hate to be a stereotype and say we are more than meets the eye, but we genuinely are. And I aim to have that portrayed in every book I write. I grew up fiending for a main character in a fantasy book and any book that looked like me. And it didn't happen for me until I was an adult, that I started to see us as fantasy protagonists and contemporary literature for protagonists and thrillers. We're the protagonist. We are the main character. I ached for that when I was younger, to the point where even if they described a character that had blonde hair and blue eyes, sometimes I let it happen for the sake of the story, but other times I just imagine them with brown skin and blonde hair and blue eyes because they never looked like us. I was so sick of every FMC and MMC being pretty much the same thing, which I'm still starting to see a lot of that now, that I'm just more excited. Oh my gosh, it's about to storm. You guys know, if you're a writer, you know, when it starts raining or when it's raining or storming when you're writing, it's flow state. I don't care what anybody says. You have hit flow state and nobody can stop you. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. So if I start a sentence, get distracted and start another one, try your best to follow me. Just come with me. I don't know. Come with me on the tangent, on the path that I go down. I am deep into chapter 1. And I might include a little montage of me getting some writing done today. A good old Indiana love story. They're not country, yeah. So I have my Save the Cat outline in this here notebook. Better. I actually wrote things in here, I promise. I'm taking that and expanding it here. I do still need an element of discovery writing, so I don't outline to the T. I don't include every scene. I don't include every single one-liner that I want to put and things like that. I don't plan that way. I just write. Because for me, that's what I need. I need it to be that way, because otherwise I will obsess and think that I have to hit these bullet points in the order that I put them. And it's so much easier to just have my big important story beats and I fill in the space. Plus it keeps me excited, because if I fully outline all the way from Ruta to Tuta, when I get to the writing process, I get bored and I'm no longer invested and no longer interested in what I'm writing. And I think that is why I've been losing so much gumption, so much, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivation. Duh. Motivation. Baby, I'ma be your motivation. I've been losing motivation that way by completely ironing out the whole book to the point where I don't even want to write this. This isn't even, I've planned the book from start to finish. Oh my gosh, like there's no fun in that. And character voice is very hard for me to outline. Like I know who my characters are, don't get me wrong, but I get to know them even further when I write for them and I write them onto the page. I just personally need that. Not everybody is that way, but if you're also that way, I will highly suggest, and I mean highly suggest, planning your Save the Cat beats or seven act structure, 6-act structure, whatever all the other ideas are, because it's the same outline, I promise. It's all the same outlining process, and you pretty much hit the same beats in every story. The beats just take you somewhere different in every story. If you need that, and if you are also like me, where you need to have a little bit of discovery with your outline or a little bit of fun with your structure, that is a great way to get the job done. So I'm done yapping at you guys. I'm done. Now we're gonna get some writing done. I try to keep my writing to a minimum if I can manage it, due to the fact that I work a computer job, and so I am literally staring at a screen all day, and writing is also one of those. I have tried to write my actual book by hand, and occasionally it helps, like jotting down a little scene, but when I come to actually plug it into my typed manuscript, it actually helps me a lot more to, what's the word? Helps me a lot more to stay focused if I am typing. So, updated word count here, and that is about what we've accomplished today. Honestly, if you made it this far into the video, first of all, I appreciate you. You're a real one. This is going to be a long process with me having to write my own book start to finish. It's not going to be something that gets done very quickly. So, and I want to take my time with it. Despite me making my little spreadsheet and whatnot, I really want you guys to be here with me and see how this book progresses and go with me from Pinterest board to publish. That's really the main thing that I aspire to do. And hopefully by the end of 2026, we have a physical project in our hands. Super exciting. Appreciate you guys for making it this far. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, press all of the buttons, because it really helps me get out there, and I want to continue to make these videos for you guys and really build a writing community. It's not really about like having 1 million subscribers, as cool as that would be. I just want a little group, a little writing group that's here during this process that I can talk to and get to know, and let you guys get to know me through my work. And of course, my dog chooses now to start drinking water. Come on. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.